perfect organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Atlanta Falcons. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Tua going to throw. He's got a man complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Keon White got in there for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Come on, set. Green Jack.
Young on 1st down.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now here's Young.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Black shot. Claws red. Ready.
Young to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown. Josh Jacobs. That's career touchdown number 131. And it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list.
And the Falcons have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
The touch and time there critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Ready.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
20 TX.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
On the set.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set, go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
White, white. Ready.
Young will set to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Faster, faster. Hut.
Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Young quickly to the flat. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Set, ready. Six, mega. Blaster, 6. Ready.
Throwing, Young. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum going. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On play action, here's Tua.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jamar Chase,
47 yards.
and the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Fight, 97. Hut.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down throw for Young. Eluding the pressure right.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Keon White now with his second sack here on opening night.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Meanwhile, Young's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Claws red. Edo blue. Hut.
Young now from the 50. Buying time to his left. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
White. Stick. Mega. Ready.
Here is Young. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Red, yellow, slide blue. Ready?
Young to throw it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
38.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they're going to speed things up here.
Red, cycle.
46-yard line.
Green. Ready.
2nd down, Young. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Black ultra.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hut.
Young working out of the gun. Right back to Pitts again. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, first down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Young. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Let's go. Hut.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Josh Jacobs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he is caught.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth.
Okay.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready?
Young. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Down.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Young now. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting the
Touchdown, Falcons! From 3 yards out, and the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. On third and long, it's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be here unable to convert on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Once again, it's Jacobs. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
97.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Ball red.
3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
Now Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Up the right sideline.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's a loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and 13.
Flag blue.
The Cowboys 46-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, Young. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Flag ultra.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Ready.
Young on 3rd down. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
And McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Tua going to change the play.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Got his man, Okonkwo.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Tua setting up shop to throw again.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
A short kick, but a fair catch called for. Might be second-guessing that one. They'll begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready. Hut.
Young here to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover. But it will probably matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of